I get 4 to 5 phone calls a week about possible cruelty situations. And this goes on day after day, week after week, and month after month with no break, ever. When I got the call about Nauvoo that there was a possible hoarding situation with a lot of abuse and neglect of more than 100 animals, we did not have the space, and I knew we had surgery scheduled for Monday and Tuesday, but I knew that the Walker County Sheriff's Department needed help, and so I said yes. When we pulled up, the animals were in various stages of malnutrition, disease. They were starving to death. It was freezing cold outside. Temperatures had been below 20 that week. And several of the moms had had puppies. And when you have 100+ animals on one site starving to death and a mother gives birth to puppies, you can imagine what happens after that. It was really a horrible situation. They were dying right there in front of our eyes. And just to be on a scene like this and see this kind of suffering, it's overwhelming. And we're just so fortunate and blessed to have a staff that has a stamina and volunteers that have a heart to help us and donors that give the money they give so that we can be the person that says yes. A lot of people don't realize when we go onto a disaster scene like that, we have to do a tremendous amount of work to contain evidence for a possible trial, to make sure that the animals are taken care of. And that takes a lot of veterinarians and a lot of expertise and a lot of resources.
Hi, I'm Heather Eccles, and I have been a foster with Gbhs since 2013. At any given time in our house, we will have an amputee, an eye removal, jaw surgeries, or one like Mommy, who was rescued from a puppy mill. The only identifying mark she had was a number 27, which is tattooed in her ear. She will never be a puppy mill dog ever again, thankfully, to the Gbhs clinic.
The future is to get an adequate hospital to take care of the number of animals we're being asked to take care of, and so that we can have enough staff in there to meet the needs that we're being asked to meet.
Space is always a challenge. We do anywhere from 25 to upwards of 50 surgeries a day, and we could definitely do upwards of 100 or more surgeries a day if we had better facilities and equipment.
The equipment that goes into a veterinary hospital is super expensive.
Some of the equipment could definitely go for a little bit of upgrades. An ultrasound machine would be a great help as well, because if there's animals with any type of respiratory issue or any type of fluid in their abdomen, you have the opportunity to do a thoracic or an abdominal fast scan, and that can be performed in 5 minutes or less by a skilled veterinarian or even a vet student as well.
K-laser, that is a cold laser therapy, would be so wonderful. Some of these guys come in, they have terrible, terrible wounds. I really can't do much to treat them. If I have a K-laser, that's going to help them heal quicker, help with pain, that'd be a wonderful benefit. Also, our cutting laser, the CO2 laser, will decrease the amount of bleeding and the swelling. All those things would greatly benefit this facility.
Since we're a nonprofit, keeping the equipment maintained and keeping the latest equipment in there to the best of our abilities is always a challenge. It's really rewarding to know that we're able to have a community of supporters that understand how important expensive things like these are in the mission to save animals. So the reason that we're asking the public and we're asking the patrons at Jazz Cat Ball this year to support the hospital is because that particular program and that particular building is in the greatest need of equipment and tools and resources in order to be able to continue the phenomenal work that we've built on to date. Medical care is always going to be expensive for animals, and when everybody sees these happy endings, I don't think they mind writing a check, because when you see these animals and the lives that they change, not the animals' lives, the families that take them in, and the children's lives that they impact, it's not a big price to pay to see the reward that those animals bring to those families that end up with them. On behalf of all of the staff, the Board of Directors, the Young Professionals Board, and the auxiliary of the Greater Birmingham Humane Society, we all want to say thank you. And if the animals could talk, I know they would say thank you too for your support of the 2022 Jazz Cat Ball. This event is the number one thing that impacts our budget and our ability to serve animals in a 12-month period. And the success of this event literally determines how many animals we will be able to save through December of 2022. So we can't thank you enough. There's no words to say how much we appreciate all of you for being here tonight, and thank you for helping us during these uncertain times that we're all facing. We just are very grateful for your support and for you guys being there for us. And I know the animals are too. Thank you so much.